So hello fellow banknote collectors, this is Glenn, and today we are having a look at another $20 banknote which I did a video 2 weeks ago on the 1972, and this one is the 1991 to 93, and you can tell by the signatures, Fraser and Cole, and that is the 1991 and 93 series. So for this one, we have just the general design. So Charles Kingsford Smith. Okay, so the first and last prefix, let's have a look, is RHG. So this is RTU and RKF, so closer to this one, RHG, and the last is ABQ. So after they actually went through the R series, they went straight to A. So they didn't go through S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. They just went from R to A. And why did they do that? Basically because they can. And they were using, the $10 had the S and the T, so they didn't worry about using those, so they didn't want to overlap with the other banknotes. And another thing that you can see on this one is, if I line it up, let's have a look, the bottom banknote is actually about 2 millimeters bigger. So the size of this banknote is 81, so it should be 81 and 160 millimeters long. So that's roughly double the length to the height. And this one's probably 162, so a little bit longer, and it's a bit uncut. And if we have a look at the actual printing, you can see that also the cutting is not precise as well. And it doesn't mean it's an error, it's just pretty much in the range of acceptable standards of cutting the banknotes, and also the banknote size. So really there's no added value when you actually have that. The bottom one does have a tear down the bottom, you can see. You can see, so that would actually take away from its actual value. So both of these are probably in very fine condition, but this one, because it doesn't seem to have any tears in it or holes, will be a bit more value, because this one actually does have a tear in the bottom. Although this one seems to not have as many creases. So that is the condition of those banknotes. And another feature you need to look at is the plate. So if you can it's a bit hard to see. Oh, there you go. The pixelation is gonna be bad on that because it's too focused in for this camera. So this is a plate G, so that's the plate number for the banknote, and this one has the plate, is that O or Q? So if we have a look at them both together, okay, we've got G there, then we have O or Q there. Oh, I think that's an O, and there's just a little dash from these lines here that interfere in the actual plate number. No, plate letter, should I say. So it's O and G. So that's where you actually find the plate letters. Not on all these paper $20 banknotes, but on quite a lot of them. Some people might actually collect the plate numbers, so getting a whole lot is probably going to be a bit difficult, especially for a certain signature. So these ones are only issued for 2 years, so maybe they didn't use the whole plate number letter range. Keep on saying plate number, God, a bit confusing. So what will you be expecting to actually pay for these banknotes? If we go to eBay, sold items, so my ones are probably in very fine. So in uncirculated, But the recent one is 46. And then you got a consecutive pair for about $60 each. That's pretty good. Then you got another one, uncirculated for 35. So probably about $40 for an uncirculated one. If you got it in consecutive, then it'll be a bit more. Here we got a lot of 5 notes, so $100 for 400, so that's $80 per banknote. That's quite good. And another almost uncirculated 30. Uncirculated 50, so about $50 for an uncirculated. 50 to 60 I would say for uncirculated. And almost uncirculated, probably about $30, $35. So these ones are worth more than the actual 1972s that I saw being sold, which were uncirculated about 100. Oh no, so these ones are worth about half the price of 1972. That's just from memory. You can check it up on the actual video, or you can check eBay sold items yourself. Here we go, 10 consecutive, so $100. So these are no, $200 actually. So these are about $30 each. 30? Yeah, I would say so. And then we have another one, 24, looks in circulated condition. Let's have a look. So this is the $24 one. So if we zoom in, you can see it's center fold, there's lots of other folds. And it's probably similar condition to my one, so my one's probably pretty close to face value. And then we've got some other ones. So about $50, $60 for an uncirculated. And one's in my condition, probably $25, $30 I'd say. Maximum. That's it. You wouldn't pay any more than that. So that's why I don't particularly sell these banknotes, because it's just really not worth your time and effort. For the lower grades, the higher grades is okay, uncirculated, but anything below almost uncirculated, pretty much not worth buying. And also there is another one in AAA, that's also, I haven't seen any on here, but that's also another banknote that you should collect. AAA issued PNA in a folder. It's not as much as the first and last prefix, but still, it's worth collecting. Anyway, that's it. So, I hope this helped you with the actual values of these banknotes. See this last one, $30 each. That was 3 months ago. And I hope it encourages you to actually get into banknote collecting, because quite rightly now, with these values in uncirculated, says 120 book value. That's probably, I would say, 2008 before the GFC, but now they're pretty much half of what that value is, so $60, $50, $60. So, because our economic times are not good, now is actually a good time to actually buy banknotes, because in the future, when the economy actually gets going again and it picks up, then these banknotes would increase in value as more people actually can afford to purchase them. But then there is also a downside as well, in that we are pretty much going cashless, because I read a report from the RBA when in 2007 I think about 80% of full payments were in cash, but now they're only about 20%, and they're actually still going down. Because I actually tried tried to buy some croissants yesterday, use cash, and they said, nah, not using cash anymore, just use the card. So, and it's not illegal to actually refuse cash. That's what the actual laws say. You can actually look them up. And also, what else was I going to say? Inflation's probably going to eat these. So if you've got these in these conditions, I would say just try and get rid of them as soon as possible. Because in 30, 40 years, you're really not going to get your $20 value now that you've got it. It'll probably be decreased to, I don't know, $17, $16 of today's value. So you will have lost money with inflation. So anyway, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching my video. I'll leave a link down below to eBay in case you're interested in having a look and see if there's any banknotes out there. And also have an awesome banknote collecting time. Thank you very much and goodbye.